Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. In this video, me and my team members are going to explain about macroeconomic objectives and how COVID-19 affect Malaysia's economy. Before we start, let us introduce ourselves.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nurul Fazana.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Hasha.
Hello, my name is Maisara Ahmad. Okay, enjoy the video everyone. The economy of Malaysia. Malaysia is the fourth largest economy in Southeast Asia. It has one of the highest standards of living in Southeast Asia and also low unemployment rate. Malaysia is on track in achieving high income status by 2024. Malaysia continues to perform strongly due to Since gaining its independence in 1957, Malaysia has successfully diversified its economy from agriculture and commodity-based to solid manufacturing and service sectors. Besides that, Malaysia is one of the largest producer and exporter of palm oil and the fifth largest exporter of rubber. For economy development, the government of Malaysia has set a few objectives. The objectives are full employment, equitable income distribution, economic growth, and price stability. So, let us discuss further on the Malaysian government objectives. Full employment. Full employment means that people are willing and able to work can find employment. Full employment is when all available labor resources are being used in the most efficient way possible. Labor force. Labor force are those who are in work or unemployed but actively seeking for work and are said to be economically active, while non-labor force are those who are not able to work or said to be economically inactive and are dependent on those who are in the labor force. Full employment embodies the highest amount of skilled labor and unskilled labor that can be employed within an economy at any given time. Economists define various types of full employment based on the theories as targets for economy policy. Causes of unemployment. Unemployment rate. Unemployment rate is calculated as percentage of labor force. Employment issues in Malaysia. Number 1. In line with the Malaysia at Work initiatives, it is announced in Budget 2020 a total of 6.5 billion allocated for the aims of creating better employment opportunities for youth and women while reducing the country's dependence on low-skilled foreign workers. Number 2, more than 50% of graduates from public universities earn income less than what is expected for bachelor's degree students.
What is price stability? Price stability is the minimum charge in the price level which it is important to the economy in controlling the inflation and deflation rate in Malaysia. If Malaysia keep maintaining the price stability as keep as a low inflation rate, it will give some benefit to the nation. It can help the consumer and business to maintain the long-term consumption and development strategy. Price stability that relate to this article. The article shows that Malaysia must keep the stable labour market with low and stable inflation in the price stability. In addition, Malaysia also keep well in the financial sector, especially Bank Negara Malaysia. The purpose in the Malaysia economy is to balance the market stability for ensuring in order to minimize the issue occur that will impact on the declining in the national economy. Then, the government has taken a further action to improve the Malaysia economic fundamental in maintaining the economy of the country. When the price is stable, then there is no rapid inflation or deflation. If the price is not maintained stable in the Malaysian economy, it will lead to the inflation or deflation that directly impact to the economy. Economic growth. Economic growth is the subject to the issue that cannot be predictable stable all the time. It is changed from time to time according to the country's condition. The nation must keep increasing the production in the maximum capacity, and the government play the important role in take an effort to increase the output of the goods and services by regulating the population and the price levels. The issue on the economic growth related to the articles. The final year Vision 2020 is targeted to achieve on the economic growth of 4.8% for the next year. Malaysia is estimated to improve the country's economic growth with the budgeted amount of 56 million by the development of new projects. To align with the country's economic goal, Malaysia has concern on the imaginative and creative person in making changes in the country and making the decision making to raise the high output.
The fourth macroeconomic objective is equitable distribution of income. So what is equitable distribution of income? Equitable distribution of income means that the gap between the higher income and lower income groups are not too large or not excessive, but enough to create incentives to work. A more equitable distribution of income may help accelerate growth and promote economic development. The proportion of income spent for the poorer is higher, so the redistribution of income will increase consumption and thus aggregate demand. Governments implement economic policies to ensure the poor are able to access healthcare and education, which will improve the quality and quantity of factors of production in the long run. A short-run solution would be progressive tax system with transfer payment such as subsidies, unemployment benefits, and disability benefits. By taxing higher income groups more than lower income groups, the income can be redistributed from the rich to the poor. A good long-run policy would be to improve the access to education and healthcare, create more jobs, and reduce corruption. In 1971, the Malaysian government implemented the new economic policy with the objectives to minimize the level of poverty and to redistribute wealth. Based on the article, the Malaysian government will increase their efforts to provide all Malaysians with a better standard of living so that household spending continues to be supported by income growth and better job prospects.
Does COVID-19 has impact on the economy in Malaysia?
COVID-19 impact on employment. Number 1, up to 92% of employed Malaysians are experiencing some level of stress over losing their jobs, with only a small number of 8% not feeling stressed at all. The unemployment rate in Malaysia stood at 4.7% in August 2020, an increase of 1.4% when compared to the same period last year, according to the data from Statistics Malaysia. The specter of economic uncertainty and a global recession due to the COVID-19 pandemic has resulted in nearly a quarter of employees in Malaysia fearing job insecurity.
COVID-19 has impact on the price stability. This shows that the COVID-19 has impact on the decline in the cost of housing, water, and electricity, also to the gas. The percentage of the price fell for 2.6% in the reducing the burden on the consumer in Malaysia. Moreover, the transportation also fell in the price due to the lower of petrol price rather than the previous year. Until August, the rate of inflation is decreased for 6 consecutive months due to COVID-19. In 2020, there is a decline of 0.2% in March compared to the percentage of 1.3% in February. It will give a big risk to the inflation and deflation in the economy. Apart from that, the government has taken an action on maintaining price stability. In the nutshell, the overall inflation rate is still negative, but it does not mean that Malaysia in the deflationary condition. So, it shows the importance of the country in maintaining the price stability for the Malaysia's economy. Current economic growth due to the COVID-19. Based on the graph, it shows the downturn on both expenditure and production that has given the impact on the economy. The unexpected situation of COVID-19 has effect on the Malaysia production and expenditure. For the production, 2020 is the year that gives more challenges for maintaining the economic growth. Relating to the issue of the COVID-19, Government of the Malaysia has announced the movement control order in the country. It is to prevent the COVID-19 from the spreading. The important factor to the production is the employee in the business of the company. Apart from that, some company has to reduce the number of workers to stable the company condition. In addition, the government has implemented the wage subsidy to avoid the retention of workers. For the expenditure, there is negative percentage in the economic growth in every sector except for the agriculture sector. Most of the individual has running the e-business or e-commerce by the media social to improve the economic business in Malaysia. For the current situation, the Malaysian economy is slightly stable from time to time in accordance to the achieved target of the growth.
Next, COVID-19 also impact on equitable distribution of income. The coronavirus has caused severe economic harm all over the world as government take unprecedented measures to control the spread of COVID-19. These include lockdowns and social distancing measures which affecting businesses across many industries. Malaysia also affected because of COVID-19 pandemic, especially for lower income groups. Malaysians appear to be increasingly concerned about income equality because the gap between the rich and the poor is a big problem. Due to movement control order, many people are suffering, especially small businesses and lower income groups. There were workers who were laid off or not paid due to dismissal and retrenchment by employers. The ability to work from home during the pandemic is lower among lower income groups than for higher income groups. Lower income groups were less likely to able to work from home and more likely to lose their jobs as a result of the pandemic. Poverty rates will rise as job opportunities decrease and the number of unemployed increases. With unemployment levels soaring, international organizations expect the income gap between the richest and the poorest to get even wider. The effect of the pandemic will worsen the distribution of income. In conclusion, macroeconomic is important to the country in understanding on how economy is working as a whole activities. It examines on economic market of current situation whether it increase or decrease in the unemployment and inflation factors. Last but not least, the macroeconomic help in the production of using the all limited resources wisely to improvement the stability and nation's growth. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.